Good morning, friends. So, it's very early. My hours are kind of messed up, like really messed up. The kids haven't been getting up until noon, and they're going to bed like super late. And I don't know, my hours are just messed up. I haven't been able to sleep as normal as I would like. So it's very early, and I couldn't sleep anymore. So I decided I should get up and do a video right away instead of forgetting about it and getting busy, and then everybody's up and there's no time to do one. So enough of that rambling. I did not get 4 done. I only got 3 completely finished. So got the feet, we got the tails. So I guess it's not completely done because I don't have the eyes, but I've got one more body, most 3/4 of the way done, so I'll try to get that finished. I am gonna work on some more and see what I can get done. Michelle is working very hard on getting bodies done for me. I'm so grateful for that. I did want to discuss with you some of the things that I want to do for the new year. So I really have some projects in mind that I want to do. But most of all, I would like to get the Garfield make-along going, and hopefully get some more participation this year. So if you guys know anybody that would like to help out, please pass it on. I will try to do more on Instagram and Facebook group and YouTube, and try to have my goal is to have a Monday make-along video again, and to keep consistent with that. That's my goal. So Garfield, if you guys have watched the video that we took all the items for the Garfield make-along back to the school, she did say that there was 500 students. That blew my mind. That's a lot of students. So I still would really like to make a Garfield an eagle. The eagle is their mascot for every student. For me to do that by myself, 52 weeks, well, not even 52 weeks, let's say 30 weeks, that would be, can I even do that math? No, I can't do that math in my head. Anyway, it would be a lot of eagles per day. But if I can get some of you guys to graciously make some eagles and send them in and help out, I think we could do it this year. I really do. The Garfield make-along, for those of you that are new, is my school and my kids' school. They are a title school, which means 80% of their population gets free or reduced school lunch. A lot of the kids, their parents struggle financially. Our house is included in one of those that get discounted lunches. And the main purpose of the Garfield make-along is just to give the kids some small little incentives, hats and gloves and scarves, because it's already gotten -20 here or below with the windshield so far this winter. It gets very cold. The kids are most of the time have to have snow pants on, gloves, boots to go to school. The last couple winters haven't been as cold, but this winter I think it's going to be a doozy. So anyway, we gather all that stuff. So if you don't make amigurumi, or if you don't make toys or bookmarks or whatever, we do have that side, the keep warm side of it, which is the hats and the gloves, scarves. We have had so many beautiful donated sets that I am so just thankful for all of you. You can make other things other than eagles. If you don't prefer an eagle, that's perfectly fine too. You can make smalls. And it doesn't even have to be this big. It can be smaller than that. And acrylic yarn, it can be in any yarn you'd like. I know some of you do very tiny things, which is amazing. in acrylic yarn or even a weight 3. You can make bookmarks, and it doesn't have to be fiber. If you're a paper crafter and you want to make bookmarks or, you know, different things, that would be awesome too. Fidget toys, they really love fidget toys for the kids that might be autistic or just need something for sensory. So that is my goal this year. We've been doing it for, I think this will be my 7th year. I was officially on YouTube 7 years. I started December 28th, 2018. And I really would like to get another goal is to get up to 3,000 this year. If I would have built my channel or continued my channel right away when I was starting it, I probably would have, you know, in the 10,000 like Ella and Terry and all, and you know, some of the bigger YouTubers right now for yarn. That's my goal this year, is to get more content out to you guys, to get better content out to you guys, and just to have a more focused thing. So 3,000 subscribers is one of my other goals. Definitely have to finish the Roadrunners, and I would really like to get a pattern out for the Roadrunners. And if it's a pattern plus, you know, all the different modifications, I'm not really sure how that'll work, or if I'll just do a big bundle of all of the birds once I finally get them together, or separate. I might just do free videos and then have the PDFs that you guys can purchase, you know, just to help out the channel and the time. So that's some of my ideas that I had. And then I really want to get some Falcors made. I have the pattern for years now, and I haven't had a chance to make it. But there is an awesome crochet Falcor pattern out there. I want to do that. I would also like to get Donnie a crocheted Groot done. I have not done that yet. And then work on another, for my mom would like another pink purse. Hers is currently 6 years old, and I made it with a pink fuzzy yarn, and it had like the dots in it, the colorful dots, and that thing has held up, you guys, for 6 years. She did line it, but it had the handle and everything, and none of it is broke. I mean, it's well used, well loved, been dirty, she's washed it, but I would really like to make her another purse. Her birthday is January 29th, so would really like to get that done. And there's several other things, but mostly I would like to get some videos done for tutorials, because tutorials and patterns are what keep you alive as far as somebody that's going to be crocheting, as far as trying to make a living off of it. So I'd really like to get some patterns out, Roadrunners or otherwise. Trying to help out my side of the family as far as, you know, sitting down and crocheting all day. Is it worth, you know, I need to make some money somewhere. So whether it's putting videos out, market videos, so I can get some YouTube conversation, which, you guys, seriously, they might be, I might get 50 cents a video maybe right now, because my channel's not very big and there's not that many views, which I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I would like to get that to a bigger view count. I really need to get my house and my yarn cleaned up too. That's another goal, but you won't be able to see that because it's way too chaotic right now with 4 kids and 2 dogs, and the state of the house. I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that show you the before, probably. I will show you the after. But I do have a whole room downstairs that's supposed to be my craft room, auction room. And I need to get that finished. Once I get the Roadrunners done, then I'm going to start focusing on the house. So I got another 3 Roadrunners, like I said, finished. So we got that done. But for the rest of the day, if you guys don't like emotional stuff, you can cut off right now, and I will see you on the next video. If you do like more personal information, I will just give you a small little update, emotional update, I guess. And if you want to stay tuned for that, great. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. So yesterday we Don got his, or this last week, Donnie got his bonus. It wasn't as much as the years before, of course, but we decided that we really should take the Armada in and go get it checked out, because the wheels were wobbly when you drive, and I thought it was maybe the wind or the ice on the thing, but I mean, it was really, really kind of felt like a Hot Wheel with the wheels all bent on every side. And the power steering I knew was a problem, and because I couldn't steer it, and in fact I'm having problems with my wrists because I was trying to turn it so much, and so I can't cut my steak right now because I can't put downward pressure on my. I'm hoping that with sleep and time that I can get that back. They go in and out, and so that's because of the EDS. I've been trying to wear my compression gloves to help with that too. But anyway, we took the Armada in to get it checked out, and the rack and pinion the power steering is so bad it went down into the rack and pinion, and the tubes that are from there are leaking, which has caused air to get into the lines, which caused the power steering anyway. And then the tie rods, the inside tie rods need to be replaced. There's a bunch of other things all included in that, but that with the alignment is $3,200. And we'll get it taken care of. It's just a lot more pressure. We've already had all the other pressures that we've had, and then now we have that also. We are going to get it taken care of because I need a vehicle. It's 4-wheel drive. A couple years ago, my friend Kristen here from YouTube, when my dad was very, very sick, I flew out to Colorado, and her husband had just passed. So she gave us the Armada for $500, and she drove back with me from Colorado to South Dakota in a blizzard, basically. But it drove all the way back here, no problem, from Colorado. It was like a 14-hour trip because of, the weather. But she gave us the car for $500 because she knew how sick my dad was, and we needed a vehicle to transport him. And my little Dodge Journey, he couldn't even get into it. He couldn't get into most vehicles because his legs were so, he had gained 100 pounds of fluid. So his legs were like this big, and then your fingers sunk into them because the edema was so bad. But it literally took Donnie and I both tugging on him and him laying on his belly just to get in any vehicle for his doctor's appointments. But anyway, so she gave us that vehicle for $500. She basically gifted us. That's what we feel like. So we've been very, very blessed. It has not needed anything other than an oil change, and we put 2 tires on it. A couple oil changes, obviously, since then, but we put 2 tires on it. We need to do 2 more tires because they were completely bald. I've never seen tires as bald as these because I didn't pay attention. But so $3,200 relative to how much we have into the car is not that bad. It's 4-wheel drive. It's a large vehicle. It carries all of us, including my mother, if we have to go on a trip. So it's a lot, but it's too cold for Donnie to try to do it outside by himself. Plus, he doesn't have the tools to put the pressure cufflinks back on the pin, the rack and pinion. So it's just any money that we had, just that went to that. So we're back to square one again, of course. But we did get bills caught up for now, and that's where we're sitting. Today is another big day, because this time last year, Donnie and I decided to go to bed early before the ball dropped, right? December 31st, which is also my cousin's birthday. Happy birthday. We were in bed at 11:30, 11:45. I just happened to look down at my phone. I don't normally have it on sound. I usually just have it on vibrate. I just happened to look down at my phone, and it was glowing blue, and it was my mother. And so I picked it up, and my dad had fell. They had tried 20 minutes to get him up off the floor before finally calling 911. Again, if you don't want to hear the personal stuff, you can tune out here, and I will not fault you for that. But he had fell going to the bathroom. He was trying so hard to do things by himself and had felt better that day, so he was trying to do it by himself without waking my mom. He completely scraped his whole entire skin on his hand, hit his head, and I mean, really did a doozy on it. But because he was just so big that they couldn't get him up off the floor, and my mom, it was still dealing with her broken ulna that she had done a year prior. So she had just gotten the news that it finally had healed after a year. But so I rushed over, I got dressed, rushed over, followed them to the hospital, and from there it was 17 very, very long days at the hospital every day. My mom only left, I believe, twice, maybe 3 times to shower. On January 17th, I went home, in fact, to actually use the bathroom and to shower. The week prior to that, it was a Friday. A week prior to that, they had been told that my dad's kidneys were shutting down. And he already had like a leaky heart, or a slow valve, which is another part of that alpha-1 trypsin genetic marker that we have that help it makes you more susceptible to lung, liver, and heart problems. My grandma had a leaky heart too. She also had COPD, which is a part of that alpha-1 also. But the main portion of what he had was liver cirrhosis from fatty liver, not from alcohol, from fatty liver, because he had been so obese for so many years that the fatty liver had turned to cirrhosis, which they didn't tell him right away it was cirrhosis. They just started giving him water pills for like several years. Sometimes I think you just need to smack up the head and say, hey, this is what you have. You are literally going to die if you don't do exactly what we say. And even then, it doesn't work. But anyway, he was told, Mom and Dad were told on a Friday that his kidneys and liver, I think, both were failing. We notified my sister and my aunt, my cousins, and my cousins came up my aunt came up to see him. My sister and my nieces made it. And he was coherent. He got very agitated towards the end, but they came up. I believe it was a Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we really told my sister that, you know, we think she should really come, and so she came from Aberdeen to come see him, and we were all here at one time. He was coherent just enough to tell us that he loved us. He did get that out, which, if you know, when they're agitated like that, they're kind of medicated to the point where they're not always coherent. But he was able to say that, so that gave us some peace. But like I said, on January 17th of last year, I had gone home. I'd only been home for 20 minutes. And Mom had the pastor that does the round at the church come in and say a prayer with Dad. And they were talking for a while, and she looked down and he was gone. But he had that, we knew it was pretty bad because he had that death rattle. I mean, they were talking a day prior of moving him into the hospice. But once they heard that death rattle, they knew that there was not much time. We didn't obviously think that it was going to be that quick. Otherwise, I wouldn't have left. But like I said, I hadn't even gotten in a shower, and Mom called me, and so I went right back up to the hospital. And her and I called my sister, called my aunt, and made the phone calls and got met the people from the funeral home, and got all that. But he was born on the 17th. I'm born on the 17th. My cousins are born on the 17th. My uncle's born on the 17th. And he passed away on the 17th. So that's a good day for us, I guess, that number. Sorry. I'm going to pause this. Okay, let's see if I can hold it together. So anyway, this year has been very challenging, as life has been challenging, right? This year, 2025, has been whew. But we got because of his passing, which is very my mom just keeps saying, your dad is blessing us, your dad is blessing us, your dad is helping us. Like, so because of that, Mom was able to help us with the basement reconstruction for the kids' bedroom. Again, if you're new here, if you're still watching, I have 4 littles. I have one older child that has moved out, but I have 4 littles, what I consider little, between 12 and 8, and they were all in one room up until last September. And I was just having so much mom guilt, as far as we had tried to get this basement done for 3 years, and we're making no progress. But this last year, we spent every penny that we had, plus Mom helped us. We had to get the electric done. We had outlets in the ceiling, 1 per room. So there might have been 4 outlets total in the whole entire basement. And we finally got all of the work we needed done. There's videos on my channel if you guys want to go watch those and help me with watch hours. I'd greatly appreciate it. But there was a basement update video also. And they finally have their rooms. And they're absolutely full and a mess right now. Especially after Christmas, when you get all their toys and their things and new Lego sets and all that kind of stuff. But Mom and I did craft fairs to help keep her busy and me busy, to keep us, you know, just focused on something, so she wasn't focused on Dad. There was, I really don't think that she got any decent sleep until maybe September or October. I mean, it has, and I don't even know if she has been getting more sleep lately, but it took her a good 9 months to even get more than 4 hours of sleep in a row. And you could tell, and it's affecting her back and her knees and her clarity and just different things. But she's finally, I believe, getting some sleep. But we got that done. We're still not done with construction because legally we have to put in another driveway because we added a bedroom. So we have to legally have 2 parking spaces for our driveway. So that'll be this summer's project that we have to have money for somehow. We're going to try to do some of the work ourselves as far as digging all of the dirt out that we need. So I might be out there digging as much as I can or supervising kids on digging. Oh, hey, Donnie's awake. So that's another project. But I have to take Donnie to work this morning. That's another reason I'm up early. And because the car is in the shop. So hopefully that gets fixed soon. And I'll be able to drive it without the wheels trying to fall off. But just so you guys know, that's where I'm at mentally. Been thinking about my dad a lot. Replaying every one of those videos in my head as far as what happened. And I can literally see all of it and hear all of it. And hear the doctors and my mom. And it just replays in my head over and over. I don't know if you guys have a mind like that. The other thing that's been living free space in my head is Stranger Things. Like I keep, if my mind is quiet at all, especially when I'm crocheting, I keep replaying those videos in my head. So it's kind of creepy. I'm like, I need to watch something else. But we're really enjoying those two. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, I highly recommend it. But yeah, so lots of goals this year, and hopefully you guys will come along with me. Mom did get me a video camera, so I can have one that, like, I think it's a magnet, like you put it on the inside and one on the outside here, and so I can do tutorials. That's my hopes. So she did give me that, so I'm very, very thankful. The other thing that's coming down the line, hopefully once I get to call in February, is another partial, or a new set of partials. It's been 5 years since I've gotten these, and they're a little worn and don't fit as well, especially after all the weight loss. My other goal is to continue with the carnivore and to maybe focus more on just focus more on it, and then focus on some exercise. I'm not losing right now, but I'm not gaining either, so I guess that's, okay. I really need to work on the skin. The skin is a problem. It's when you're big for so long and you're so filled out, you don't see the skin or all that stuff. But I have so much loose skin now everywhere. You're happy that you lost weight, but then you're not happy because you don't look as good as you think you should. And I still have the edema in my legs, despite all of the other stuff that's, I've lost nearly 100 pounds. It's like 98 pounds. I can't seem to get below that right now, which is fine. Again, I'm still doing what I'm doing, and I just know with my personality that if I start eating other stuff, I'm not going to stop. And so I'm just doing that. I do have another doctor appointment with the leg vein doctor, so we'll see where that goes. That's on the 13th of January. And then I have my yearly doctor's visit on the 29th, on Mom's birthday, I think. So more appointments to come, and we'll see how that goes. But I definitely would like to get back to my infinity hoop, my vibration plate, get some of that stuff, make sure that I'm wearing my compression socks even if I don't leave the house, just to give that. It absolutely drives my legs batty to have my legs like that, but especially if I'm doing any type of standing. My legs are very, very weak lately. For me to stand is, I can't do it very long without getting very tired. My knees bend backwards, so when I'm standing, they're literally like this instead of like, you know, the normal whatever. So it put pressure on my knee. But anyway, with all that said, I hope you guys have a happy new year. I'm looking forward to 2025 being a lot, let's say, happier and more fulfilled. Hopefully less tragedy. We also lost my grandma last year and my brother-in-law to alcohol, liver cirrhosis. But my grandma was 99 years young before she passed. So it's been a year, but we're trying to get through it. And 2025, I think, is going to be a lot better. I have high hopes. Very high hopes. So anyway, I hope you guys' New Year's is festive and safe. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And we will see you in the new year.